Hello my beautiful superheroes! Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi! I'm Scarlet Grace. I'm a manifestation coach and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to let go of your attachment to your current reality so that you can manifest your desired reality. The number one thing that blocks manifestations or makes them take a very long time to manifest is our attachment to the current reality, to the current circumstances. So today, I'm going to show you a way to take your power back and stop being so attached to the current reality so that you can easily manifest your desired reality. But before we jump into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any video that could change your life. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person. And if you need some extra help or my personal advice for your situation, coaching is now open. You can find the links for all of those things in the description below. So let's talk about how to let go of your current reality and your attachment to it and your current circumstances so that you can easily live from the end and manifest your desired reality. We've all been there. You have a desire and it is so strong that you can't help obsessing over it. You keep checking to see if there are any signs things are shifting. You keep wondering when it is going to manifest. You keep asking yourself, what if I fail to manifest it? What if it takes too long to manifest? You tell yourself, I'm tired of waiting. Why isn't it here already when I've tried so hard to make it happen? This is a very common state to find yourself in when you are manifesting something that you desire very, very deeply. Maybe it's your dream job, or maybe it is a specific person. If it's something that is important to you, chances are you're attached to it. The problem with this is that, as you may already know if you've been watching my videos for a while, when we focus our thoughts and especially our emotions on something, we get more of that thing in our reality. So when you look at a situation and you think, when is this going to shift? Your focus is not on the situation the way you want it to be, it is on the current situation, on your current circumstances. When you focus on those current circumstances, you get more of those circumstances. And this is why things are not shifting, or they start shifting and then they go back to the way they used to be, or they just shift very, very slowly and you want to speed things up. To put it simply, whenever you focus on how things are right now, what you're doing is you're manifesting things to stay that way. You're manifesting more of the thing you're focusing on. And this is why this is a problem when you want to shift things. If you want an easy visual of it, imagine that there's two of you. There's one version of you, which is the one that does the affirmations or the scripting or the imagining and lives from the end. And when you're doing this version of you feeds the reality that you want to manifest, brings it closer, moves you to that reality that is your desired reality. The second version of you is the version of you that you are when you're actually focusing on not having the thing yet, on staring at the current circumstances and frustration and wondering, what aren't you doing right? Why isn't this thing shifting? So it's two versions of you, but guess what? Both versions of you are actually you. That means that you spend double the energy. Half the energy goes into shifting things and the other half of your energy goes into keeping things the same by focusing and being attached to your current circumstances. This is why, if you notice, when you get into these moods where you feel very frustrated, very disappointed that your manifestation hasn't shown up yet, you usually feel depleted. You feel that you don't have any energy left. And you're right, because you literally spend double the energy. It's like you're locked in a battle with yourself. One version of you is doing everything they can to shift realities, spending all their mental and emotional energy to shift realities, and the other version of you is spending their mental and emotional energies in a way that maintains the current reality. But because both versions are actually you, that's all your energy. And that's why you feel tired and frustrated and as if your balloon has busted, because you spend all your energy going against yourself. Now, there are many different tips and tricks to stop being so attached to your current reality and start living from the end in order for your desire to manifest. In fact, I have a whole playlist of videos with different methods and techniques to do exactly that. And if you want to check this out after watching this video, I'm going to put the link up to the right and also in the description below. So go do that after watching this video. But in this video, I wanted to give you a very different method. With this method, you don't just detach from your current circumstances. You don't just lose your attachment. I wanted to give you a method that actually allows you to take all the energy that you have spent worrying about the current circumstances back, so that you don't feel depleted, you don't feel tired, you don't feel fed up, and you can use all that extra energy to manifest your desired reality. All the energy that was standing against you, all the energy, and this is your energy. It is not coming from some weird, mysterious place. That's literally the energy that you spend, the mental and emotional energy, your attention basically that you have spent worrying about the current circumstances, wondering if things will ever shift, wondering what happens if this takes too long. Normally, when you stop being attached to your current circumstances and you focus on living from the end, and feeling the emotions that you would feel if your desire was already here, all the energy that you spend maintaining the old reality will eventually run out and things will shift. But what if there was actually a way to take advantage of that energy? Because it's your energy. You're the one that invested it in the current circumstances. What if you could actually call that energy back so that you don't feel depleted anymore, you don't feel fed up, you don't feel tired, and you can take this energy and actually invest it in the reality that you want. Use it to power your emotions and your thoughts about the reality that you want as if it's already here. Wouldn't that be nice? So here's the actual method. It's a simple visualization and you can do it with your eyes open, or if closing your eyes helps you relax and concentrate more, you can close your eyes and relax first. I want you to briefly imagine your current reality, the thing in your current reality that bothers you so much. I don't want you to super focus on it, just get a sense of what it is. So what scene pops in your mind? Maybe this is about a specific person and what bothers you is whether this person misses you or not. You keep seeing their updates on social media, photos being out with friends or on a vacation, and this is what bothers you. So briefly focus on one of those scenes, maybe a photo that you saw. Don't super focus on it. We're not trying to manifest more of it. We're just trying to pinpoint the thing that bothers you, because the thing that bothers you is where you spend all that energy and you want to call it back now. And when you have this, I want you to repeat to yourself, either out loud or in your mind, I am God of my reality. I am where desire comes from. And I call my desire back from this situation now. And I don't want you to focus on changing the thing that bothers you. This is what you do when you visualize a scene that implies that your end result has manifested. That's a different technique that you don't use right at this moment. Right at this moment, what you're doing is you're calling back your energy, your thoughts, your emotions that you invested in maintaining this reality by feeling bad about it, by worrying about it, by trying to figure out how to change it. All of that energy, all of that desire that you have to change the situation, it's all yours. You can just call it back to you. So you focus on whatever it is in your current reality that you want to change and you keep worrying about. And you remind yourself, either in your mind or out loud, I am God of my reality. I am where all desire comes from. This is my desire that I invested in this situation. And I want it back now. I call it back to me. It is mine and I want it back. And then imagine tendrils of energy flowing out of that situation. It doesn't matter what color the energy is. Whatever your subconscious mind chooses, that's okay. Imagine all that energy flowing out of that situation and coming back to you and empowering you. This is your power. This is your emotions. This is your intention. You wasted it by worrying about the situation, trying to push against it. You don't have to do that anymore. And you don't have to leave it go to waste. You can call it back to yourself and reuse it to manifest whatever it is you desire. Just call it back to you. Imagine it flowing into you and empowering you. And if you're sensitive to energy, chances are that you're actually going to feel this happening. Maybe it will feel like static electricity on your skin, or you will start feeling better emotionally. But it doesn't matter if you're sensitive to energy or not. Even if you don't actually feel any bodily feelings while you're doing this, you're still calling all that power back. It is yours, and you can just command it to come back. And you keep doing this until you feel that you're done. Now listen, there are 3 important tips to make this work the best for you. Tip number 1, and I already mentioned this, is while you're doing it, don't think I'm doing this so that I can shift this situation, because this is very likely to make you more attached to it at that moment. You don't want to focus on that. If you take the power of your desire back from that situation, that by default helps the situation shift, but this is not the purpose of this. You need to go into this with the purpose of, hey, I will not tolerate my energy being wasted anymore. I'm calling it all back. This is my desire. It obeys me, and I'm calling it back out of this situation. I've wasted too much mental and emotional energy obsessing over this thing, and I will not tolerate this anymore. It comes back to me now. It's mine, and I'm taking it back. This is what is going to bring you the best results. Whereas if you go into this exercise thinking, oh, this is a way to shift the situation faster, this will just make you more attached. Okay? The second tip is, when you do this, do it with a commanding feeling. You can even have a commanding tone of voice and say, I'm taking my energy back now. You don't have to try to make it happen. You don't have to put any effort into making it happen. It's your energy. It obeys you instantly. You just command it to come back, and it comes back. And the third tip is, the moment you're done with this exercise, immediately think or do something that is completely mundane, that doesn't have anything to do with manifesting this specific situation, this specific person. The reason this works to get you better results from this exercise is because we're trying to break any attachment that you have to the current reality or to your desired result. So if you finish this and you feel all powerful, you've taken your energy back, and immediately you go into a visualization of having the thing that you want, having the relationship, the job, whatever it is human for you, for a part of your mind to start wondering, did I do it right? Did I break the attachment? Am I still attached? Will this help manifest my desire faster? And this just creates the attachment all over again. So to get the best results, you finish the exercise, you feel that you got all your energy back, and you immediately go into something completely different. Like, you finish the exercise, and the moment you decide it's finished, you already are thinking about what to put in your sandwich, or walking your dog, or making your grocery list, or you call a friend, or you start watching something on Netflix. Take your attention completely off of the situation. You don't have to focus on it. Now, I don't mean never visualize again, or never use affirmations again. I mean, don't do it right after this exercise. Let 30 minutes or an hour pass before you do anything that has to do with manifesting. The moment you're done with this exercise, you don't focus on manifesting. You don't focus on your current reality. You don't focus on your desired reality. You don't watch manifestation videos. You don't read comments under manifestation videos. You do something that has nothing to do with manifesting or with this specific desire, anything. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a very mundane thing that has nothing to do with your desire or how the current reality is around this desire or with manifesting. And you can even decide in advance. So this can be helpful. Before you start doing this exercise, you can decide in advance that the moment I'm done, I'm going to be thinking of hot dogs. Or the moment I'm done, I'm going to start mentally making my grocery list for today. Because that way, you already have the thing ready that you are going to switch your attention to the moment this exercise is done. Otherwise, you'll just be wondering, hey, what should I be thinking that doesn't have to do with manifesting? And that just makes your mind focus on manifesting instead. Just pick something random and just focus on that right after. And again, you don't have to spend the whole hour focusing on that. So if you decided, the moment I'm done with this, I'm going to focus on Pokemon, you don't have to spend an hour focusing on Pokemon. You switch to Pokemon, and then you switch to whatever else you have to do during the day, instead of focusing on manifesting for like 30 minutes or an hour. So this is the technique. Use it, and let me know in the comments how it worked for you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.